Hey guys, we are on day 6 of our Bible reading plan. Today we're reading through Job chapters 10 through 13. I just have a quick reflection for you guys on the text, some things that were standing out to me. So far we've seen that Job has faced deep calamity, and at the beginning of Job, you're sort of really impressed by his friends' response. They hear of all these things that have happened to Job, and they come together and they decide that they're going to go to him and be with him. And they sit with him in silence for 7 days. And it's this beautiful picture. And then Job starts to lament and to cry out to God. And his friends step in and offer a lot of feedback, and a lot of it is extremely unhelpful. On day 11, Zophar starts responding to Job, and he says, after Job has been sort of lamenting and pouring his heart out, Zophar the Naamathite in chapter 11 says, "Are all these words to go unanswered? Is this talker to be vindicated? Will your idle talk reduce others to silence? Will no one rebuke you when you mock? You say to God, my beliefs are flawless and I'm pure in your sight. Oh, how I wish that God would speak and that he would open his lips against you and disclose to you the secrets of wisdom. For true wisdom has 2 sides. Know this, God has even forgotten some of your sin." And then he goes on and on to say in verse 14, he says, "If you put away the sin that's in your hand and allow no evil to dwell in your tent, then free of fault, you will lift up your face and you will stand firm without fear." I mean, he even goes as far as to say, "Job, you're sinning, stop," and Job's response, if you've ever been in that place where you've been in a situation of extreme pain and grief and sorrow and had someone tell you your heart's not right in the midst of it, it's unhelpful. It is not, one, it's not always accurate, and 2, it's not needed or necessary in that moment. And Job replies to him, he says, "My eyes have seen all this. My ears have heard and understand it. What you know, I also know. I am not inferior to you, but I desire to speak to the Almighty and argue my case. You, however, smear me with lies. You are worthless physicians, all of you. If only you would be altogether silent. For you, that would be wisdom." And I think I'm just reminded as I'm reading this, the value of being the friend who shows up and sits and is present and points your friend or your loved one or the people you're sitting with who are in pain toward the love of God and not toward correction in those moments. If the Holy Spirit wants to convict someone's heart in the midst of their pain, he will. That's not our job. Our job is to show up and love people and to sit with them through those hard moments. We don't have to have the answers. We don't have to respond self-righteously or even according to what we think would be righteous actions on their part. Our role is to come alongside with them and sit in their pain. That's the most helpful thing that we can do, and that Job has such an awareness that he knows what he needs from them. It would be better if they were silent. And I think that's just a good reminder. We don't always have to have the answers. We don't always know why God is doing things or what he's doing, or sometimes we're not even sure if something is from God. And to speak out of turn can cause so much more damage in the lives of others. So sometimes the most necessary, most important thing we can do is just sit in silence and listen and pray with people. And so be encouraged today. If you're someone who's felt like you don't have all the answers, you don't have to have all the answers. We can be people who show up and love others just by being present and silent. All right, guys, that's my thought for today. Have a great day.